You've got that nagging feeling he might be into you, but he's playing it cool. Maybe he's a friend, maybe he's a crush, but one thing's clear. He's keeping his cards close to his chest. No worries, we're about to blow his cover wide open. In this video, we'll reveal 10 surefire signs that he's crushing on you, even when he's trying to hide it. Armed with insights from psychology and relationship experts, you'll become a pro at spotting these subtle signals. Ready to uncover the truth. Now, let's go over the 10 things he does when he's crushing on you, even as he tries to keep his cool. 1. You always catch him staring. It's a tale as old as time, eyes meeting across a crowded room. But in the age of stolen glances and quick looks away, how can you tell if his stare means something more? The key lies in the details. A study published in the Archives of Sexual Behavior found that prolonged eye contact, lasting more than 8.2 seconds, is a strong indicator of attraction. But here's the catch. When he's trying to hide his feelings, he'll quickly avert his gaze when you catch him. Dr. Carol Kinsey-Goman, a body language expert, explains, "When we're attracted to someone, our pupils dilate. It's an involuntary response that's hard to fake or hide. So next time you feel his eyes on you, don't just brush it off. Pay attention to how quickly he looks away. And if you can, try to catch a glimpse of his pupils. That millisecond of connection could reveal volumes about his hidden feelings." 2. He's nervous around you. Gone is the smooth operator, replaced by a bundle of nerves. It's a paradox. He wants to impress you, but his attempts to stay cool are betrayed by his own body. You might notice his hands shaking slightly as he reaches for his drink, or a slight tremor in his voice as he cracks a joke. These micro-expressions of anxiety are like neon signs pointing to his hidden crush. But here's where it gets interesting. He might try to overcompensate. A study in the Journal of Experimental Social Psychology found that men often adopt more dominant postures when nervous around someone they're attracted to. So, if he's suddenly standing taller or puffing out his chest, it could be a sign that underneath that bravado, he's a ball of nerves. 3. He accidentally touches you, and then from there, he holds your hand. The power of touch and attraction is well documented, but what about those accidental brushes that seem to happen more and more frequently? Touch is a powerful communicator of affection. When someone's attracted to you, they'll find reasons to initiate physical contact, even if it seems casual. Pay attention to the frequency and nature of these touches. Does his hand linger a moment too long when he passes you a drink? Does he seem to always end up sitting next to you, his leg just barely touching yours? But here's the real telltale sign. Watch what happens after these accidental touches. Does he seem to gain confidence, perhaps even progressing to more overt gestures like holding your hand? This escalation is a clear indicator that those initial touches were far from accidental. 4. He's always making new plans with you. Suddenly, it seems like he's everywhere. From suggesting coffee catch-ups to organizing group hangouts, he's constantly creating opportunities to see you. But why? When we're attracted to someone, we prioritize spending time with them. It's a subconscious way of integrating them into our lives. But remember, he's trying to play it cool. So he might frame these plans casually, like, "Oh, I was going to check out that new cafe anyway. Want to join?" Don't be fooled by the nonchalant invite. The fact that he's consistently making an effort to include you speaks volumes. Pay attention to the frequency and nature of these plans. Are they becoming more frequent? More one-on-one? This progression can be a clear sign that his casual invites are masking deeper feelings. 5. Other people mention that he's talked about you. Ever notice how his friends give you knowing looks? Or how they seem to know things about you that you never mentioned? This could be a major clue about his hidden feelings. Dr. Terry Orbuch, professor at Oakland University and author of 5 Simple Steps to Take Your Marriage from Good to Great, explains, "When we're attracted to someone, they occupy our thoughts. It's natural to talk about them to others, even if we're trying to hide our feelings. Pay attention to offhand comments from his social circle. Do they seem to know your interests or recent achievements? Have they ever said something like, 'Oh, we've heard so much about you'?" These could be inadvertent revelations of his hidden crush. 6. He's always trying to get you alone. In a group setting, does he always seem to find a way to talk to you one-on-one? This isn't just coincidence. It's a classic sign of attraction. Dr. Justin Liemler, a research fellow at the Kinsey Institute, says, When we're attracted to someone, we naturally want to create intimate moments with them. This desire for privacy can manifest as attempts to separate from the group. He might make these attempts seem casual, like asking for your help with something in another room or suggesting you both grab drinks for the group. Pay attention to the frequency of these private moments. Are they becoming more common? Does he seem more relaxed or open when you're alone? These could be signs that his casual requests for privacy are masking deeper feelings. 7. He compliments you. Compliments are a classic sign of attraction, but when a guy is trying to hide his feelings, he might approach praise in a more subtle way. Men who are attracted to someone but trying to hide it might offer compliments that seem casual or even backhanded. It's a way of showing appreciation without revealing too much. You might hear things like, "That's a cool shirt, it really brings out your eyes," or "I'm surprised you know so much about topic, that's impressive." These compliments are designed to seem offhand, but they reveal that he's paying close attention to you. Pay attention to the frequency and specificity of his compliments. Are they becoming more frequent, more personal? This progression can be a clear sign that his casual praise is masking deeper feelings. 8. He gets jealous and tries to hide it. Picture this. You're chatting about your weekend plans and mention grabbing dinner with a male friend. Suddenly, his demeanor shifts. He might try to play it cool, but there's an undeniable tension in the air. Dr. Robert L. Leahy, author of The Jealousy Cure, said, "Jealousy is often rooted in fear of loss. When someone we're attracted to shows interest in others, it can trigger this fear, even if we're trying to hide our feelings. But remember, he's trying to keep his cool. So instead of outright jealousy, you might notice subtle changes. He might become quieter, change the subject abruptly, or even feign disinterest. Pay close attention to these micro-reactions. Does he suddenly have a lot of questions about your male friends? Does he try to highlight his own positive qualities after you mention other guys? These could be signs that beneath his calm exterior, jealousy and attraction are simmering. 9. He always messages you back and fast. In our digital age, response time can speak volumes. If he's consistently quick to reply to your messages, it's a sign that you're a priority. Dr. Catalina Toma, an associate professor of communication science at the University of Wisconsin-Madison, postulated that fast response times in digital communication are often indicative of high interest. It shows that the person is eager to continue the conversation. But here's where it gets interesting. Because he's trying to play it cool, he might occasionally delay his responses. This inconsistency is actually a sign in itself. He's trying to balance his eagerness to talk to you with his desire to seem casual. Be mindful to the content of his messages too. Are they becoming longer, more detailed? Does he ask questions to keep the conversation going? These could be signs that his quick replies are more than just politeness. 10. He's inconsistent with you. One day he's all about you, the next he seems distant. This hot and cold behavior can be confusing, but it's often a sign of hidden feelings. Inconsistency often stems from internal conflict. He's caught between his attraction to you and his fear of revealing too much. Dr. Ramani Durvasula, a licensed clinical psychologist and professor of psychology. This inconsistency might manifest in various ways. He might be super attentive one day, then seem aloof the next. He might make plans enthusiastically, then act nonchalant about them later. While this behavior can be a sign of attraction, it's important to consider your own well-being. Consistent inconsistency can be emotionally draining. If this behavior persists, it might be worth having an honest conversation about where you both stand. If you have made it this far, let us know what you think in the comments section below. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.